You have built an incredible community of Girl Hold My Hand, and you've impacted women and men around the world. I watch you. I study you. I see you as my spiritual daughter, and I'm learning from you. They say you're never too old to learn, you're never too young to teach. And one of the things that I admire about you is those 4 principles. Let's talk about the conversation we had about that: integrity and honesty. What are the 4 principles that governs your life?
RICH. It's the acronym for respect, integrity, character, and honor. That is my foundation that I live by.
Respect, integrity, character, and honor.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to go through each one of those. Let's talk about respect.
So respect. I believe that you cannot respect anybody else until you first respect yourself. I feel like a lot of people have imposter syndrome. They don't accept who they are. They don't embrace who they are. They don't even know who they are. When me personally, I've made a decision that I'm getting to learn me every day. Every experience, every obstacle, everything that I experience changes who I am. So every day I wake up in the morning, I check in with myself. Like, how are you doing, Stormy? How you feeling, Stormy? And I check in with me to make sure I'm okay and to make sure that I'm aware and I respect how I feel. If I wake up and I'm not in a good mood, I ask myself, why? What's wrong with you today? Who's the matter with you? What's going on with you? Why you feel this way? And if it's a conversation that I need to have with somebody, or a conversation I need to have with myself, or if it's something that I can't control, I'll quickly go into the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I literally do that every morning. Then I go right into my whole philosophy as well. Is like, you say this all the time: if you don't live it, don't teach it. So I believe that if you don't live it, it dies. So everything I teach is what I live and who I am. So integrity. I tell people that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you should do is check in with yourself. The second thing you should do is, of course, tell God thank you for waking you up in the morning. You don't have to do no big prayer dissertation. Just thank you, feel it, live it, clap, get excited. And I do personal development in the mornings. Every morning before I get out of my bed, I listen to something. A lot of the audios you send me, I listen to it, from Neville Goddard to Les Brown to Miles Monroe to T.D. Jakes, Napoleon Hill. Every morning I'm in my bed, listening to audio. Integrity. Don't teach something that you don't do. Don't be something or pretend to be something that you're not. And it's like, once you speak about it, you either have to walk through it or be already in it. And so I just believe in integrity and not just talking about something, being a public success and a private failure. Like, what you see is what you get with me. Yes. I am who I am. It's like, it's no secrets. It ain't no lies. It's like, this is what it is. This is Stormy. If you don't like it, then that's fine. Have personal respect and integrity for yourself, and just don't deal with me. It's that simple. So I believe in being true to you and having integrity, saying what you mean and meaning what you say, regardless if it hurts. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you're going to be something, be it. Having integrity, not doing in the light, which you're not doing in the dark, which you're not willing to do in the light. That's integrity for me. Character. Being true, like, I'm always surrounded by a lot of people. A lot of people count on me to tell them the truth. One of my greatest self-reflections is being that person that's gonna tell you the truth, tell you how it is. That's character, not lying. Like, if you come through the door with an outfit on, you think you look cute, I'm the girl that's gonna be like, that don't look good. That don't look good on you. You come with a new hairdo, you think you look good, I'm like, that don't look good. I'm in the weight loss industry. If you come around me and you to gain some weight, I'm like, girl, what you eating? We got to get it together. So character to me is something that we lack in the world. A lot of people don't like the truth. I believe that people love to believe the lies that they were told versus the truth that has set them free. So character to me is being willing to tell somebody like it is, how it is, even if it hurts. But if it's going to help them, you be that person. So that's me. I'm always going to be of good character. Most people believe their doubts and doubt their beliefs, not me. So if you're in proximity to me, my goal is to not just be the rawest, baddest chick around. I want my whole crew. I want all of us to be respected, to be recognized, and to look and be our very best. That's character to me. And honor. I believe that your life will be a manifestation of those you choose to honor and those you choose to dishonor. And so 3 people you pay attention to: the people that left you in your time of need, Never forget those people. Honor that. Those people that helped you in your time of need, don't forget those people. Honor that. I don't care if you ever helped me. I still have great relationship with people that help me to this very day, unless they decided that they didn't want to have anything to do with me. But I honor you. I don't care if you blessed me 10 years ago. I would never forget that time when you came into my life and you changed my life. So those that helped you in your time of need, those that left you in your time of need, and those that hurt you in your time of need, I believe that those are three people that you just never forget. Honor that. Till death do us part. You know, honor. My mom died August 26th of 2011. It's been 12 years. I honor my mom with my life. I talk about my mom every day. I think about her every day. And I remember her through her birthday, throughout holidays. I'm always honoring because she is a woman that gave me life. And so I live my life like that. And that's a part of why I believe that I always vibrate very high, because of how I live my life. Rich.
First of all, I think that there are people who are hearing you for the first time and an expanded view and able to get some insight into what drives you. And it's not about the bling bling and the pocketbooks that's behind you and those beautiful shoes that I went in there and saw those shoes that said, I got to try one of these on. I just said, look at here, up it here. But what you're saying, respect, integrity, character, honor. But you also believe in something else. And that is creating a culture, a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. People who have goals and dreams, people that are going in the direction of where you're going. That's when you put Girl Hold My Hand together. That's building a community, a culture that will help people to begin to see themselves differently and to build strategic connections and relationships that can help them to get to where they want to go. I want you to talk about when you came up with the whole concept of Girl Hold My Hand.
So it's several occurrences that happened that gave me the idea. I believe subconsciously, like, you gotta understand, like, my mom passed away August 26th of 2011. Imagine, I thought my mom was coming home that day. We was just laughing and joking. She had just ordered some shrimp, and I bought her some shrimp and some pigeon peas and rice and some plantains, and she was eating. My mom was eating. Her physical therapist came in the room and was stretching her out, and 5 minutes later she was dead. She was gone. So when my mom was hyperventilating and you know, her body was making these funny moves, I was holding her hand like, Mom, relax. You know, I was telling her to relax. I was telling my mom, like, just relax. Like, don't calm down, because I thought she was having an anxiety attack. So I literally was able to hold her hand as she took her last breath. So I believe subconsciously that had been inside my spirit, but I didn't actually come up with Girl Hold My Hand until like 2016. And let me tell you what happened. So my girl, Natalie Nicole, my number one income earning student in the United States, Natalie Nicole, she went to Howard, graduated from Howard. She's big on women empowerment as well. She's my top student. She did over $8 million in the last 2 years as my mentee. And she had a women's event, right? And she invited me to this women's event, and I was the keynote speaker. And I remember when I walked in the room, Mr. Brown, it was a bunch of beautiful women. I'm talking about like professional, beautiful. They had their Chanel, their Birkins, their Louis Vuittons, and everybody was just sitting there like with their hands crossed, and nobody was talking to each other. Like, it's a women's empowerment event, and everybody just looking like they had attitudes. And I felt the negative energy, and I'm like, this is not right. Like, I'm not about to go speak in this room, and they think they're doing me a favor. So I'm like, Natalie, do you mind if I just have a conversation with the girls? Do you mind? And she was like, no, coach, go ahead. And mind you, it wasn't even my turn to speak. And I went up, I grabbed the mic, and I said, I want you to turn to the left, and I want you to turn to the right, and I want you to look that woman in the eyes. And they still wouldn't do it. I said, listen, put your purse down. And then I said, do you know the woman that's sitting next to you wants to be loved just like you? I said, you know the woman that's sitting next to you on the right has some pain just like you. Do you know the woman on the right or the left of you wants to be admired, adored, and appreciated just like you? And literally you can see all the women like crying. I said, look at that girl next to you. No, she wants to feel pretty just like you. Mm-hmm. She wants somebody to love and treat her like a queen just like you. But you know what? We all have some pain. We all been betrayed. We all been hurt. And I said, hold that woman hand next to you. They all held each other's hand. And I didn't have to say nothing else. They started hugging each other, just talking to each other. And the whole entire energy in the room changed. And I text my graphic designer. I said, look up girlholdmyhand.com. I said, if girlholdmyhand.com is available, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And he texted me back and he said, girlholdmyhand.com is available. And that was the day Girl Hold My Hand was birthed.
Wow. Whoa, that's a jaw dropper. Up it here. Drop the mic. Pick it up and drop it again. What kind of feedback have you gotten for women who have been a part of this? I'm familiar with it, but I want you to share with the audience the benefit that people have gotten out of it.
You know, it's so many things. Like my event this weekend, like it's so funny, and I just love just time. Like, for example, right now there's a lot of energy going on around me, and I love it. Like I love it. I love it. I tell you, I love it. And one of the things I got this weekend a lot, Mr. Brown, Les, you got to hear this. So many women, as we went around the room, because everybody was able to introduce themselves, and they were like, I first heard about you because the question was, who were you coming in this event experience? Who are you leaving out? And how did you find out about Stormy Wellington and Girl Hold My Hand? Prompt, no lie, about 70% of the women said somebody was talking bad about you. So many people were talking bad about you. I came to your page and I wanted to know, is this true? Is somebody that disgusting? Is somebody that horrible? I was so intrigued to meet this lady that these people are talking so bad about. And they came and they fell in love.
Oh my goodness,
I promise you, Vanessa, right here, 70% of the women were like, I came ready to hate you.
Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up.
And I'm telling you, like engineers, professional women, like they're like, you changed my life. I believe in myself. I have standards. I have values. I love myself. I accept myself for who I am. I left my husband. I left an abusive relationship. I left an abusive relationship where I was getting beaten, where I was being spoken to like a dog. You made me have confidence. You know, at least 19 women every year have an event called The Awakening. And oh my God, I wasn't going to do it next year, but this is making me want to do it. At least 19 women come minimum every year. I've been doing this event for 7 years. At least 19 women. And I used to charge $99 for this event. And now it's $3,000 to $15,000, right? But at least 19 women come to this event suicidal. And they leave with a newfound love for themselves, literally telling me how I was going to kill myself the day before. I wrote my death letter. You know, I had a lady at my event this weekend who said her sister committed suicide, death by suicide. And she said, if I did not find this community, I was thinking that was what I wanted to do too. You would have never thought. Beautiful, excited about life, like very interactive, but you'd have never thought prior to the community, she was suicidal. So, you know, I'm no pastor. I'm not that. I'm just a woman who I live life, and I teach people how to live life through my life experiences. And I've been through everything. I've been through betrayal, hurt, people dogging me, all kind of stuff. But it's just, to me, it's a part of impact. How can you want to be the most impactful women that ever have lived without being impacted? Impact attracts attacks, and I understand that. So I take the good and the bad.
Okay.
And I do like bring it home.
Impact attracts attacks.
Yes, indeed.
Come on now. Oh, yes, I'm going to borrow that from you, but I'll give you credit, my sister. Impact attracts attacks. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you get your share, and I get mine as well. Listen, I think about rich, respect, integrity, character, and honor. Those are some principles that governs your life, and all of us can use those to govern our lives. And these are things that we can teach our children too, because what they're going through right now and the things that they're exposed to is not teaching them those type of principles. That these are things that people should be getting in school. What is it that, as you look at you now, and we're in the fourth quarter, this year, I know you are not only looking at finishing strong and helping those who are part of your tribe finish strong, but you're priming for 2023. What's the major goal that Stormy Wellington wants to achieve with her life?
I love changing somebody's life. Like, I just love watching somebody else come into the realization of who they really are and watching them blossom from a little caterpillar to a butterfly. I just love it. I love the metamorphosis of self-actualization and acceptance of oneself. And so my goal is to build my community. Like, I don't want anybody in proximity to me if they don't want to be in proximity to me. I want you to be a voluntary army. Like we are here because we want to be here. You have something that we want. You have just a power about yourself, a boldness. You know, you have such an energy about yourself that we want to embody. Like, I want people around me who can take what I have and understand that it's not what's taught, it's what's caught. Like, watch how I live. You know, I can tell you this past weekend, 2 things that will blow your mind. So imagine 50 Black women in a community walking around one of the wealthiest zip codes in the world. Okay. I didn't realize it till like today. They came to the house at like 7 o'clock and told us we have to get out of the house by 10 o'clock or they're going to use forcible actions to remove us from the house because we have breached the contract.
What kind of breach was it?
Listen, we wasn't loud. Now, there was a point in time where it was a little music, but the music was louder on Friday. But listen, we took the walk on Saturday. All the neighbors were like, who are y'all? What do y'all do? Like, come on, you got 50 Black women marching through a community that they never seen 50 Black women march through the wealthiest community, zip code in the world. So everybody was looking out the windows, taking pictures. These white folks was going crazy. I'm just being honest with you. And that night when they came, of course, thank God my attorney was on site because she was able to go over the contract. And at first, Vanessa and John is going crazy. We got to get out of here. We got 2 hours. I'm like, wait a minute. So I said to myself, self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Peace be still. I called my attorney. My attorney got the contract to Vanessa. She's reading over it. She says, okay, this isn't many people here. She did a head count. Okay, we good there. The noise is not loud. We're having a conversation. The party was done with 3 hours ago, and the music wasn't loud because we was in the house. The house is 15,000 square feet. We're not belligerent. These are professional women. They're just Black. She reads over the contract. She gets on the phone with the lady. You guys have to get out right now. You have breached the contract. And if you don't remove yourself, and mind you, they sent 3 securities less. 3 securities were in the house like this. It was crazy. Standing there, looking at us like we're crazy. If you guys will get out of here, we're going to use forcible actions to remove you. And I'm like, so I'm visualizing. I got excited though. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, what are they going to throw us out on our head? I went and said, I told my team, I said, if they come in here, please, I have 4 camera people. I want all cameras on me because I want to see this forcible removal. I was excited. I had them put on my shoes. I had tightened up my little outfit. I kept looking at the clock, waiting for 10 o'clock to come.
Yes.
I was ready. I said, ladies, I just want y'all to know, self-control is strength, right thought is mastery, calmness is power.
No, say that slower. Say it again. Self-control is strength.
Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Peace be still. I said, I'm letting y'all know I'm upset right now. They're telling us we got to get out. I paid $45,000 for this house. We are not in any breach of contract. My attorney was like, go do your thing. I got this. She got on the phone with the lady. And the lady was very, very, very rude. You guys got to get out. You have breached the contract. All of this. I went and spoke to the security. I said, y'all can't be in here. This is embarrassing. At least stand outside. They said, listen, man, we're just doing our job. I said, let me just get this straight, because my security was there too. It was only two. I had two securities. I said, and what is forcible removal? You guys are gonna throw us outside? And he's like, listen, man, call the police. So we told the lady we were gonna call the police, and the police didn't come. So we like, okay, cool. They realized that they don't want the police in this area. 10:59, the police comes. I'm talking. I'm ready to go outside. I'm ready. My attorney was like, Storm, sit down. She walked outside. I said, my realtor who was there, I said, Claudia, go see what's going on. I didn't flinch. We talking about our life. All the girls telling their story. Tamika Mallory telling us about when she got canceled and was on opioid addiction. She was addicted to opioids. It was 98 pounds. And everybody we just listening. My attorney come back and says, they better not play with me. And sat down. I said, what happened? She said, the police came and said, this is amazing. I don't see no breach of contract here. Ma'am, go do your thing. This seems like a civil case. If they have a problem, they could just take y'all to court. Why am I saying that? It's not what's taught, it's what's caught. We could have went crazy and left the house. And mind you, 10 women paid to stay in the house. So now we looking for hotel rooms, trying to figure out where we're going to take the party to. And because I had the right people around me, because we remained calm, everything always works out for me. And that moment just made me realize you got to have proper planning, the right people, the right contracts in place, and make sure that you have always counsel present so that you could avoid things like this. And we finished the evening. The next day we evacuated the house. We left the house beautiful. We didn't do no damage, nothing, because I have respect, integrity, character, and honor. If I was the old nigga Stormy, I would have broke stuff, stole stuff, did all kind of stuff. I didn't, because that's not who I am. Because what you give will always come back to you, regardless. Whatever you put out, always the energy, the vibration you put out, always come back to you in return. And I left that house in great condition. And I feel proud that everything is going to work out.
Don't knock on an open door. I wish someone had said that to me years ago. Because for a long period of time, I was seeking answers, trying to find success, going through all type of self-discovery processes, putting a lot of time and energy, searching to discover myself, looking for ways in which I could be able to provide for my family, be able to take care of my mother, be able to do something that was me. Listen to me. Do something that was me. Something that I loved, something that gave my life a sense of significance, something that I would enjoy doing 7 days a week, something that I love so much that I would do it for nothing. But because I love it so much, I would always want to do my best at it, because it's something that I do. It's who I am, and I just want to be awesome at it. You have something like that? My cousin Boo, who made his transition, he loved to cook, so he cooked. He cooked, and boy, when he cooked, when Boo cooked, angels stopped flapping their wings. And it's Boo's in the kitchen. Y'all stop that, Gabriel. Y'all need to hush back there. Boo cooked it. Don't interrupt now. Boy, Boo can cook. Oh my goodness, I miss him so much. And stop knocking on an open door. All my life, when I look back, because I did not recognize and use my gift in a different way. I didn't value it. And you know why I didn't value it? Because I didn't believe in it. I did not believe in it. And as a result, I did not use it. I did not use it to serve at a higher level, to make a greater impact. And because I did not use that which was me, I paid a price. I ended up doing things that it was not me. Working on jobs, it was not me, and I knew it. I just go in there to make some money. We were born to do a special work. You were born to do a special work. You are here for a reason, to do the greater work. Not just work for a living, but to make a difference with your life. And it just got me just reflecting, Mr. Leroy Washington, who had an impact on my life, and I got a call that Patsy, his oldest daughter, passed. I remember Patsy, wonderful, wonderful young lady. And I just thought about the fact that we all have an expiration date. All of us are going to leave here. Nobody has figured out how to get out of here alive. And so, stop knocking on an open door, Athea Grant said to me. And I'm about to do an event with her in the UK virtually. Let us be clear. I spoke in Hong Kong last night, and China, and several other countries with Kim Wee virtually. It was fascinating. All the tools we need in order to become successful. In fact, I should be able today, I might get a recording of the last time I was there, and I will share that with you. It was quite an incredible, magnificent experience. But here's what it's very important, is to take the time and ask, what is it that I love most? And what is it that people compliment me on that I might have dismissed, that I might have not thought was no big deal to me because it came so naturally, it came so easily? That is my gift, that's my superpower, but I dismissed it. What is that? What does that look like? For years, I did not recognize that my ability to communicate, to reach people, to make people feel good, to inspire them, to uplift them, to give advice, to make them laugh, to motivate them, I didn't think that was no big deal. I just did that, like sleeping. Making people laugh, selling wolf tickets while shooting pool, playing chess, playing bid whist, playing cards. No big deal. I didn't recognize that, I didn't value it. I'm saying to you, live your life being present to who you are and what your superpower is, and we have all the tools that we need to monetize it, to make it work for us. And I'm saying, don't be a volunteer victim. You've got something. You came here with something. You were chosen. God don't choose people who don't have anything going for them. There's something you have going for them. You just haven't discovered it yet. Just like me. I had a lot going for me, and for a period of time I went unemployed. For a period of time I went from being fired from one job to the other, as opposed to hiring myself, because I didn't know what I had going for me. I didn't know. And so because I didn't know, I didn't take the time to discover that. I didn't invest any time, any money, any energy, any effort to cultivate that. I didn't ask those questions. Why are you here? What are you supposed to do? How do you take that which you say that you want to do and find a way to monetize it. See, that whole thing about, Adam, where are you? Where are you? Life is a question. And how we answer the question is the answer. Where are you, Les, in relationship to who you know you should be and what you should be doing? And what are you going to do about it? I talked about Tennessee Williams, who said there comes a point in your life when you look in the mirror and who's looking back at you realizes that's all you're ever going to be. Wow, what a blow, what a punch in the gut. So fortunately, I didn't settle. There was something that was restless in me, something that said there's got to be more. Have you ever asked yourself that? There's got to be more than this. It's got to be. And I kept seeking, I kept working at it and working on the possibility of how I can reshape and redesign my life. Because the one that I was living wasn't me, and he had to go. That's why Paul said, I must die daily. That all of us know that the moments in our lives, that there are parts of us, that character's got to get out of here. That does not work for me. It might work for somebody else, but that does not work for me. But for a period of time, I did not use my gift until, and don't let it take you this long, I mean my real gift. I was 37. That's a delay. My real gift. I was able to become a disc jockey, and that was good. I enjoyed that. I love that. I can be a disc jockey now. And I enjoyed being a state legislator. But speaking and motivating people, my real gift, my superpower that I used last night when they brought me on the Zoom before an audience of thousands of people, that's the voice. That's the one. That's the Les Brown. That's his power voice. Why? Because I'm in my power. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I came here to motivate. I came here to inspire. I came here to uplift spirits. I came here to give people a larger vision of themselves. You came here to do something. You came here to make a difference. You came here to live an impactful life. You came here to leave the world in better shape than how you found it. Yes. You came here to allow people to know that what they have experienced, the abuse that they have gone through, does not have to define them. You came here as a guide, as a light, to help people use the steps and the process and the mindset that you had to navigate and bring themselves out of the valley. Yeah, you came here for something. Yeah, because you decided that what you went through would not define you. You decided that.
you.